Coming up on this spooky edition of Reel to Reel, we continue to showcase the amazing things happening in our school district.
And we're starting a new 9 weeks off with a bang. From robotics to art festivals and trips to our nation's capital, you won't want to miss this episode.
Plus, we have your sports connection with Caesar and weather with Lily Tony.
All this and more coming up on our 10th edition of Reel to Reel.
This is Reel to Reel going live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to Reel to Reel. I'm Caleb Galbraith, a junior from Lubbock High School.
And I'm Emma Feist, a junior from Talkington.
Emma, let's kick the show off by highlighting some of the amazing things happening in our district.
Sure thing. We start out with our Estacado Matadors as they were at Marshall's department store on Wednesday to receive a cool gift.
My name is Wendy Rodriguez. I'm the store manager here at Marshall's. And on behalf of all the Marshalls and TJX companies, I'd like to present this gift card in the amount of $960 to the recipient of our community outreach program to the Estacado football team.
As you heard, the Matador football program received a $960 gift card from Marshall's and their community outreach program. They did this so the players can get new dress clothes. This is something that Coach Blaylock and his wife are super passionate about, and that is making the Matador players are not only set up for success in the field, but also to be successful in life.
I mean, it's awesome to have the community support, that these kids know that there are people behind them who they may not even know personally, but know that support them and their well-being outside of just the football field, that people want to see them be successful in life, and they need that just as much as they need cheers in the stands on Friday nights. So I think this is big, partnering with Marshalls and their community outreach and Estacado. It's always good to branch out in the community, even bigger than the east side, just the whole city of Lubbock, so that these kids know they have support everywhere.
It's a good thing what Coach Blaylock is trying to do for us, and I really appreciate it.
I mean, honestly, I feel that if it impacts one person, then that is worth it.
Just anybody who would like to continue donating, first of all, we'd like to thank those who brought clothes. You can bring them to the school, drop them off at the front desk or the field house, and we will gladly accept them. Or you can email myself or my wife, Kalila Blaylock, and we will come pick them up however we need to get them. And we just want to thank everybody for their support.
It's too cool. And keeping it at Estacado, several teams from Lubbock High, Talkington, and even one of our middle schools, McCool Academy, competed last week into Estacado High School in a robotics scrimmage match. Take a look at this awesome footage, captured by our own Micah Pappas. All the teams did a fantastic job, and they were very excited to make improvements for competition season. After speaking with some students, they say it was a long 4 hours, but they gained a lot from the experience, and they are pumped for competition.
And back on October 26th and 27th, Lubbock ISD schools attended the second annual West Texas Print Fest. Check out some amazing things they got to do, ranging from screen printing, team collaboration, and clay sculpting. There's something here for everyone. Here, students learn how to work together and create large screen print pieces and clay sculpting collaboration, along with other beautiful pieces of work, as well as get a tour of the Luca Art Center and view local artists' work.
And then we also take students through on a tour of the Luca galleries. They get to meet CASP resident artists, which are artists that are actually professional artists here in Lubbock that are making their living with the sales of their artwork, which is mind-blowing for these high school students to realize that you don't have to go to a major metropolitan area of even Dallas, but even worse, like kids tell me, like, if I'm going to be an artist, I have to go to New York. I don't want to go to New York, so I'm afraid to be an artist. You can be an artist here in Lubbock.
And over at Talkington, a group of Lady Warriors went to our nation's capital for a trip of a lifetime. Our own Emma Feist has a quick recap of this awesome opportunity.
This past week, Talkington's very own juniors were presented with the opportunity to take a trip to Washington, D.C. and learn more about our country's history. We got to visit countless memorials like the Lincoln Memorial, the Holocaust Memorial, and the Vietnam Memorial, to name a few, as well as seeing many historical places such as the Capitol, Mount Vernon, and finally the Arlington National Cemetery. This trip was an amazing chance for us to experience history firsthand and see our country's roots. For Lubbock ISD TV, I'm Emma Feist.
That looked like so much fun. Emma, I bet you made some memories that will last a lifetime on that trip.
That's so true. And recently, you were tasked by Mr. Dixon to make a hype video for one of our middle schools.
Yes, the point of the video was to encourage students to attend Hutchinson Middle School, one of the IB magnet schools in our district. This was a great opportunity, but we aren't totally done filming yet, so I'm excited to share this short preview with you.
Thanks for that preview, Caleb. I'm excited to see what the final product looks like.
Yeah, me too. Mr. Ward and Caesar just visited one of the teachers here at the ATC because a student created a special addition to the classroom just for him.
And it's something the teacher says will last a lifetime.
Mr. Eubanks asked me to make the podium for him because somebody had started last year but didn't have time to finish it. So I kind of took over from there, making the base, putting all the parts together and finishing it.
Was a project in the shop, and man, they finished it up recently, and it's awesome. It looks fantastic.
I brought it in and wrote in, his face just lit up, and he told Mr. Eubanks that he loved it, and I felt good because I was worried that he wasn't gonna like it. So I'm just kind of glad that he dug it.
It was awesome. It you know, kind of a gratifying feeling of like, man, thanks a lot, man. You know, kind of it's like a gift in a way, you know, and he was really proud of his work, and as he should be. I mean, it looked fantastic, and, you know, getting to tell him like, hey man, this is like a phenomenal job, you know, shake his hand, and you could tell he felt like, hey, it's like, this is what I could do even, you know, in the real world. I could build something for a customer, deliver it, and then the customer satisfaction is like key, you know, for the construction industry. So as long as you're keeping your customer happy, then yeah, so he did a phenomenal job.
Makes me feel content that I did a good job, or at least a good enough job to where somebody likes something that I'm giving to them. It makes me feel good.
Well, I mean, you know, that's why we're all here. Like all these guys back here, and well, the whole building, is we're here really just to help the students, you know, find jobs, become, you know, productive citizens, learn a skilled trade, because, you know, trades right now, that's where it's at. So, especially in today's age, like building is going on like crazy all over the town, all over the state. So these guys pretty much have guaranteed jobs when they get out of high school, all in different trades. So, you know, to me, seeing something like that and then being able to tell him like, job well done, he knows that he could be productive in the field. So, I mean, it's priceless.
There's really something to be said about the community of talented students who call the ATC home.
For sure. I know I love my time here every day. And still to come on the 10th edition of Reel to Reel, we head over to the Sports Connection with Cesar Montes.
But first, are you ready to get spooked? We are here to show you our horror films from our national contest.
That's right. You won't want to miss that next on Reel to Reel, only on Lubbock ISD TV.
Let's get rolling, Caesar. Come on, Caesar, you can't keep up? Okay, Caesar, I promise that was the last time.
Come on, man.
Come on, man. Let's get on the road and tell some stories.
Catch all the on-the-road stories running every day on Lubbock ISD TV.
Hey man, thanks for letting me borrow your tie for the show.
No problem. Ooh, it's soaked.
Yeah, it was a struggle out there, Danae. I mispronounced so many names. And next up, we have, Abigail? Oh my gosh. Hey, do you have any extra dress shirts I can use for next show? This shirt's a little too wet. I don't know.
No.
Hey Sam, come check this out.
Yo, what's up, Julius? What's going on?
It's our new theme song for Reel to Reel.
Dude, I like it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's good, right?
Oh, yeah, dude.
Yeah,
Let's.
get it, Sam.
Oh, dude. Oh.
Get it.
Yeah!
Get it.
Yo, what's going
Yo,
on
we're
here?
listening to a new theme song for Real Real, bro.
Can I join you?
Yeah, come on, get in, bro.
Come on,
Get in.
come on. Oh!
Okay.
Oh!
Get it, sir.
Yes, sir.
Welcome back to Reel. You may have noticed that Caleb and I are not dressed like usual anchors.
Well, with Halloween around the corner, we thought it would be fun to dress up in costumes for this episode.
Caleb and I coordinated our costumes. He's Timmy Turner, and I'm Trixie Tang from Fairly Odd Parents.
It was really fun putting these together, but you know what else was fun? Making our student television network 60-second Horror Fest films.
That's so true. And we'll start with our short film, as the two of us worked with Xavier and Bella on this project.
Don't be scared, just come with me.
Emma, I loved creating that short film with you.
I did too. And the short films aren't done.
No, they aren't. Up next, we have Hunter McKenzie as he tackled this project by himself. Let's take a look.
What the heck?
Don't be scared. Come with me.
Wow, great stuff there from Hunter.
More like spooky stuff.
That's right. And finally, we have our last Horror Fest short film for you.
Yes, but before we show it to you, we did have some rules we had to follow for these short films.
Right. STN wanted us to have 3 things. First was the line of dialogue, don't be scared, just come with me.
Second was a cinematography rule, where we had to include at least one shot that had negative space in it.
And finally, we needed to have a box. Now, since you know the rules, let's take a look at our final 60-second horror film for the show.
Hurry up, I'm gonna find a movie. No, wait, Jojo. I'm gonna make some popcorn. Do you want anything? No, I will make it. Just hurry up. Okay. Harley? Harley? Hey, I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. I don't feel too good. No, it's fine. I'll be a minute. What's going on with me? You know exactly who I am. I'm you. Come on, don't be scared. Just come with me. Fine, I'm taking over now.
Great stuff there. And we were only allowed to submit 3 videos to STN in this year's contest, and you saw 2 of them today. Of course, next week you'll see our final one as our boarding class hosts the show.
That's right. Now, Caleb, this week is a pretty good week for people wanting to be outside, you know, with the football games and Halloween.
That's so true. Let's head on over to the Reel-to-Reel Weather Now set with Lily Tony. Lily, how's the weather looking for us?
Well, guys, this week's forecast seems to be on the cooler side as we have sunny skies this weekend and fall-like temperatures during the day and 40-degree temps at night. Basically throughout the entire week, and so this 5-day forecast is not too bad, but we need to get into what people really care about. And that's two things. And we will start with our game day forecast for the Plainsmen and Mustangs crosstown rivalry tonight, due tonight. Luckily, the showers from this morning should be cleared out and we will have cooler temps all night. It will be 50 degrees at kickoff, and it will drop just a few degrees over the course of the game. The wind shouldn't be too big of a factor, but either way, if you're going to the game, bring a jacket. It will be cold. And speaking of cold, it's going to be pretty brisk on Halloween night. As we look at our Halloween forecast during the day, it will be a nice 68 degrees, but when the night falls and the trick-or-treaters are out and about, the temps will drop to the mid-40s. So make sure your costume is nice and warm or bring a big jacket, because it'll be a little colder on October 31st. But what do you expect? We are almost into November, and like Mr. Ward says, if there is a B-E-R on the end of the month's name, it is going to be cold. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at our extended forecast. As we look into the month of November, we have highs and lows in the 70s and lows in the same area. But things are looking good on the docket ahead. So guys, I know y'all are dressed for Halloween, so does this mean you're going trick-or-treating? Because I know I am.
I'm not going trick-or-treating this year, but I am passing out candy with my family.
I might be volunteering at my church. We'll just see. Thanks for the weather, Lily.
Yes, and still to come on this edition of Reel to Reel, we keep it real with Mr. Ward.
But first, we have the Sports Connection as we debut a new segment. You won't want to miss that right after the short commercial break.
The following was pulled from the LISD TV archives.
It's our job to educate the first-year students on how to be journalists. It's kind of like our training camp.
In 3, 2, 1.
Read those scripts. Read those scripts. I see you back there. Read those scripts. Read those scripts. Get that blood flowing. Think scripts. Think scripts. Camera 1, camera 2, camera 1, camera 2, camera 1, camera 2. Type those stories. Type those stories. Check those sources. Check those sources.
Anything to do our jobs better, we're all for it.
Give me energy. Give me energy.
Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Bella Very Good. Today, I'm going to be filling you in on the latest classroom gossip in our audio-video class.
Bella, come on.
Bella is really into her YouTube channel and personal projects. Maybe just a little bit too much.
In 3, 2, 1. Bella, you're on.
Okay guys, so I'm literally behind the scenes. This is our set. I'm obsessed.
Bella?
I love our set.
Hey, great show there, Jared. Hey, rumor has it you're looking for a TV anchor bobblehead. Why?
Look, that's the top priority on my list and my classmates list, is to be so good that they make us into a TV anchor bobblehead.
I mean, is there anything else you guys might want? I mean, it might be a little hard to come by.
You know, I still haven't been named an all-star on-air personality by our fans.
You deserve it!
Yeah, I appreciate that, but everyone's situation is different. I'll get there eventually.
Okay, calm down, buddy.
I'm sorry, Jared, but doesn't that make you upset?
Yeah, a little bit, but I'll let my track record speak for itself.
Booyah, baby!
If I keep going out there and being the best that I can be, I'll get there. I just gotta leave no doubt that I am an on-air all-star personality.
That's what I'm talking about.
As football season begins to kick off, Lubbock High School unleashes their ultimate morale boosters, the Rough Riders. The Rough Riders have been described as something between a cheerleader and a mascot, having been a part of the game day tradition since the very beginning, always being seen creating hype with the cheer team and pom squad. The Rough Riders are notorious for their high energy throughout the entirety of the game, as well as pep rallies. somehow managing to keep an army of Westerners excited throughout hours and hours worth of chants and cheers. Loved by most students and staff alike, the Rough Riders are an integral part of Lubbock High's sports division and its history, representing the unique tenacity and never-give-up attitude that the Westerners show in every game. Sportsmanship, then victory. Go Westerners!
Welcome back to Real to Real. I am Cesar Montes with your Sports Connection. You know, Drew Brees once said, "We do what we do, we play like we play. We are us, we are special, we smell greatness, and we finish strong." And last night, the Estacado Matadors finished strong. Let's dive into these highlights. Big Stream's up 3-0 after this field goal. But backhand the Matadors. Bobby Ross scores on this upcoming play, and they take the lead. Jump to the second half. You see Coach Linden right here coaching up the guys, hyping them up. And it's Cedric Ross down the sideline, scoring a touchdown and celebrating with his team. But this Big Spring team never goes away. They tie up the game at 21. Late in the fourth quarter we go. Bobby Ross up with the carry but gets stuffed, leading with this field goal by Joseph Mata with 12 seconds to go. That gives the Matadors a 24-21 lead with moments left in the game. And here comes the final play. Big Spring throwing it up in the air, and the Matadors picked it off for a final play. Estacado wins 24-21. They send to Julius on the sideline. He has coach right after the game.
So, Coach, it was a very tight game, and it's their senior night, but you guys managed to pull through and get that win. How do you feel?
Oh, man, I'm blessed, man. These kids played their butt off, and we always talk about playing 4 quarters. It's not going to always go your way. Sometimes, mistakes going to happen, but they kept fighting. Just keep jabbing, and players make plays. Nate Order is one of the hearts of our team. He got the tip on the interception down here, and I don't think he's got a pick all year. D. Green got pick number 8 on the season, which I think he's an all-state corner. Heads got his pick on the Hail Mary. He got to learn to fall. But, players made plays when they had to, and, I was proud of them.
So, you guys worked hard, got the win. You guys also had, your first full sweep. How does this propel you guys for the rest of the season?
Well, now they know they can do it. From freshmen on up, and like I said, that group, we did some of our freshmen are playing up. We got 3 freshmen on varsity starting pretty much right now. So had those kids played on the freshman team, then they probably have a whole different season. But they didn't hang their head. They just kept fighting, kept battling, and they went down to Big Spring yesterday, got their first win. They're high. JV went down there, got another district win. They're on the high, and then varsity came out here and fought. And that's the one thing I love about these kids. They don't quit. I can handle it. Like last week, hats off to Brownwood again. They were a bigger physical football team, but our kids never quit. This week, our kids fought. That is a playoff football team. Andrews was a playoff football team, and our kids showed that we're a playoff football team too. So I couldn't be more proud of them.
Well, thank you so much, Coach. Have a great night.
Hey, congratulations, Coach. Go Matadors, right?
Oh, yes, sir. It's all about to eat.
Yes, sir.
Great stuff there, Julius. Of course, if you want to see more Lubbock ISD football, we will have the Monterey and Coronado game tonight on the NFHS network, or the game will be rerun on Lubbock ISD TV. And Divers have started their competition season, but before that, they honored a special group of students, athletes, as the 3-time LHS Girls State Champions were presented their 2020-2022 championship rings in an awesome pep rally, and as Mr. Ward would say, that is a big time. And our highlight Roto-World play of the week isn't a play, but what is happening across the state with the Texas High School Coaches Association is called Friday Night Lights against opioids. And when you go to a game at Laurie Field, they are handing out these packets that you see here to help everyone in our district dispose of medicine that they don't need. And y'all, I think that is really cool.
I agree. Thanks, Caesar, for that sports connection.
And yes, still to come on our 10th edition of Real to Real, we put a bow on the show with Mr. Ward's Keeping It Real.
I am genuinely interested in what he has to say, and you should be too.
That's right. Next on Real to Real.
Of course, we all love fantasy football around here. But once a year, there's a group of students that play fantasy Lubbock ISD TV.
You know what? I'm taking Galbraith for my first pick. That guy really has an on-air presence.
Oh man, Ethan. That might be the steal of the draft. He is good.
I had him as an up-and-coming star. More like a superstar.
Is there pressure? Oh yeah, tons of pressure.
There's my guy. Good luck on your show today. Well, there goes my chances of winning fantasy this year.
Hey yo, guess what day it is, huh? Come on, Sienna, guess what day it is?
Tie Tuesday.
No? Come on, Lily, you gotta know what day it is.
Game day.
What?
How happy are Lubbock ISD fans every time we take a broadcast?
I'd say happier than Mr. Ward on game day.
Game day, yeah! Welcome back to
Nico Young, good pass to the corner. Castillo will shoot a three and rip it. Drive inside, step through, put it up and in. Ramos, she's open. Good looking shot. She'll drive all the way to the basket, scoops it around and puts it up and in. All the way to the basket, two-handed slam.
to Reel, only on Lubbock ISD TV. You know, the past few weeks have been a lot of fun. I've heard our Horror Fest teams collaborating and working hard. But this week, we were challenged to make this show to go to the next level. Of course, this is live TV, and so how can you take the show to the next level? Well, we want our first block of the show to eventually be the second block, to be all news focused. And I hope you noticed that today. Instead of using pictures, our students went out and covered events, and that were happening around our district, like a real news station, in fact. You see, they covered Estacado getting a gift card, robotics, a printing event, a recap of a DC trip for Talkington, a preview for an upcoming story at Hutch Middle School, and then finally, a story on a teacher here at the ATC getting a new podium. And I love that we were challenged to do this because this is what real TV stations are doing. They go out and capture these stories. But what I love the most, really, is that the students were eager to do this and go and get it done. They want to be real world ready in going out and covering these stories, getting interviews and interacting with people. Really, that's what this industry is all about. Now it's me, Mr. Ward, keeping it real, only on Reel to Reel. I'll send it back to our Halloween-dressed team of 4 at the desk.
So much, Mr. Ward. And before we wrap up the show, let's look at our Halloween forecast one last time with Lily.
Yeah, if you're going out trick-or-treating on Monday, be prepared to bundle up. During the daytime, it'll be around 68 degrees, but once night falls and the trick-or-treaters are out and about, the temps will drop. The low that night will be 46 degrees with a 10-mile-per-hour wind out of the south, so be prepared to bundle up that night as you go out and have some Halloween fun.
Thanks so much, Lily. And that's going to do it for our show today.
Yes, it is, and we want to thank you for the time, this time.
The morning class will be telling more stories from around our district next week.
But until then, we hope you stay happy and healthy.
This has been a production of the students and staff at Lubbock ISD TV.
I found the dog. Really gone.